Was it burgers? Pizza. Hello? I'm Christian Tarone. I'm a director, filmmaker, and visual effects artist. And today I'm going to be breaking down how I created that very strange animation you just saw. Now, I don't have $1 million, I don't have sets, I don't have actors, but I do have Blender and a camera strapped to my head. And that's the next best thing. So the animation in the beginning of this video is inspired loosely by the Backrooms type videos that would go viral and other kind of liminal space type videos. There are a bunch of them on Instagram you can find. They're always very weird and kind of have an uncanny vibe, but they're pretty easy to make and pretty fun to make, so I'm excited to show you my breakdown. So first things first, we're gonna have to camera track, and I'm gonna be using the Omniscient app that I used in the last video. Now this app allows you to record iPhone footage and it automatically tracks that footage into your Blender scene. Now you can see here, I'm using the app to scan my environment. This will give the app the 3D data it needs for it to understand the orientation of my camera in the scene. Now I'm going to be doing the camera move that I want to emulate in the scene. I knew two things. I wanted a fridge to fall and I wanted to be sucked into it, so that's what I'm doing here. Here's my Blender scene. I'm going to import the Omni data. And you can see my camera is automatically tracked in the Blender scene. Then I'm going to delete the geometry and add in a plane. I'm going to adjust the plane and add a fridge. And I'm going to adjust the size of the fridge to fit my scene. Then I'm going to keyframe the fridge so that it falls and works with my camera move from the Omniscient Camera Track. Then I'm going to adjust the camera so that at the end I get sucked into the fridge. Now I'm going to keyframe the door so that it closes on me once I get sucked in. That looks good. Now all I've done is added some hills to my plane and added a stock dirt texture onto it. Now the way I'm going to add all of the things you saw like grass, burgers, pizza is through this geometry node setup from Covingsworth. Covingsworth taught me how to do this setup. He has a great tutorial on it. Now this setup allows you to create ecosystems. It's just really a scatter geometry node setup, so you can scatter an instance on a plane. So you can see I can use the density to adjust how much of the grass asset I have is on the plane. Then I can use the noise texture to adjust kind of the variance of how big the different assets are. Then I can use the color ramp to also mess with how much and how big my separate assets are. So now let's add some flowers. So same geometry node setup, I'm just layering it on top. I add some flowers, I can rotate those flowers, and I can change the density again. So this is a really big flower field. We don't really want that, but just showing you kind of the power of this tool. We can also adjust the sizing with the noise texture just like before. And I basically just use that node setup again and again and layer it on top until I have a ecosystem that is suitable. All right, so now I'm just gonna layer it. Here's my grass, then I add my flowers, then I add my weeds, and pizza, and burgers, and sandwiches. All right, now that we have a scene ready, let's go into the animation. So I'm going to be using shape keys to animate the mouth of the Mr. Potato Head face that I added into the scene. The shape keys will allow me to open the mouth for when I deem it appropriate for the Mr. Potato Head face to open its mouth. So you can see I'm doing that here. Now, the last thing we have to do is make the face appear out of the darkness. And for this project, I simply just keyframed the alpha in the texture so that it starts with 0 alpha and then ends with 100% alpha so that we could see it. Then I open up After Effects, and I'm just going to make a quick animated mask to kind of mimic an eye opening. This is also going to help the animation loop so that the first frame is darkness and matches the last frame, which is also darkness. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, so now I'm going to do some sound design. It's going to be weird. It's going to be creepy. I'm going to be making weird noises, and I am sorry. I am so sorry for it. But it has to happen to make this animation work. So let's get to it. Burgers, pizza. No. All right, now I'm going to open up Premiere and just add all my sound design. I picked up some royalty-free audio assets from YouTube and other libraries, and I'm just lining up the sound effects where the sound should go. And once that's done, we have ourselves a animation that's ready to go. What's it? Burgers, pizza. Hello? All right, well, that's my breakdown of the very strange found footage animation I made. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, like, comment, subscribe. And, for next video, I'm always looking at the comments. So if you're here, comment what you would like me to explore next when it comes to VFX and 3D. I had a suggestion on my last video to maybe explore MetaHuman, so who knows, maybe I'll do that next. So comment down below, and again, thank you so much for watching.